And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Bulls leading by 23. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Brooks is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Mirotic in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Azania, and Gasol sends it back. Down low. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Gasol. Brooks has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. Now the pass to Azania. Out to Harris. Misses off the left iron. Chicago has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. And the shot is good.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Here's Azania. Dedmon dishes to Harris. Harris a screen on Brooks. Oladipo misses.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
There's the pick, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Bulls making a switch here. Dunleavy's checked in, and a switcher also for Orlando. Vucevic is checked in. Aaron Brooks, and that's good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
The drive by Vucevic. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And as good as Vucevic is on offense, guys, he's doing everything he can to catch up on his defense. Huge size and wingspan works to his advantage, although the subpar athleticism hinders him a bit. But, for example, he's averaged less than 1 block per game for his career, mostly because even though he's a 7-footer, he plays well below the rim.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
Here's Napier. He dishes it to Harris. Banked in off the glass.
And guys, something new for the NBA is the HGH testing that's been put in place. It's something the league hasn't had too many issues with or even accusations, but better to stamp it out early. And hard to argue that it should be in place.
Oladipo outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And with the HGH testing, it's done in every major sport. Seems like the right thing to do for the NBA. Just make sure everyone is on a level playing field, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think the punishment will be fair. First positive gets you a 20-game ban. The second one, 45.
Chicago making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Nicholson's checked in for the Magic. Elfrid Payton comes in for Oladipo. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside Gasol. From deep. And Napier pulls it down.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Well, when would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer. That's the only time you can justify it.
Passes it to Portis. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's foul number 2 for him.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Tony Snell's checked in for Chicago. Orlando also making some changes. Smith comes in for Andrew Nicholson, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Tobias Harris. Here's Napier, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Well, I like the fact that we can still see a flicker of a flame burning. They haven't given up or given in. They've picked it up at both ends and right now on a nice run.
For Orlando, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Fournier, 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Portis, the pass to McDermott. To the inside, Gasol. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Mirotic is checked in for the Bulls. Orlando also making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Fry. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Payton.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Jimmy Butler. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
There's the screen, and it's Gordon penetrating. Here's Dedmon, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Here's Napier. Brooks covering. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
In for the Magic, Tobias Harris.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Pal, this win was punctuated by some quality defensive plays. How important is the defensive execution to your success?
Well, defense got to be always our motor. If we get some stops, we're doing a good job defensively, everything will be okay from that point on. So we just got to continue to emphasize our defense.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. But first, the post-game show with Ernie Johnson just a few aisles above us.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunity. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports Group, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.